Welcome back to CAD 101 Fusion Foundations, the Build the House series. Alright, we've been working in 2D this entire time, sketching, constraining, locking everything down. But right now, that all changes. We're going to take this flat sketch and turn it into something real. That is where CAD actually feels like engineering. And we're going to do that through a series of tools. We're going to learn about Extrude, where we do new bodies, joins and cuts, adding depth to our parts. We're going to change the material of what we're making in 3D, and then we're also going to play around with the appearance. Alright, so here's where we left off in Fusion in the last episode. So we finished our 2D sketch. We're looking good. So we're going to hit Finish Sketch. I'm now going to go and I'm going to hit the Home in the View cube just to give you a 3D look. So again, we've got our 2D sketch. We need to give this some depth, make this 3D. So up here in Create, we're now out of Create Sketch, and now we're going to the next tool, which is Extrude. We get a pop-up over here, and I want to bring this into the middle so we can kind of go over this one by one. So we'll leave Fusion Default alone. Type, for the most part, for everything in here today, we're going to do Extrude. Then Extrude just does kind of a thin wall, and it leaves the middle kind of hollow. It's great for making boxes and things like that. Profiles is a key. Profile is another word for shape or part of a sketch. Start, that's where we start the extrude from. Direction, what direction are we adding that depth or removing depth. Distance, how far are we doing it? And then our operation. So this is where we're going to get in and we're going to talk a few of them. We're going to talk about joins, cuts, and new bodies today. So we're going to start by making the front of the house. So for this purpose, we're going to collect all of this that I just clicked. So in this case, we've got 6 profiles selected. We're going to leave with the start alone, and we're just going to extrude this straight back. So we're going 1 dimension. Extent type is distance. We've got a little text box down here where we can type. We've also got a arrow and even a swivel where we can do a different taper angle, which we're not going to mess with in this video. In this case, I'm just going to left click and drag on this arrow and start to make my object 3D. We'll go about there. Again, I like whole even numbers, so we're going to turn that into 6. If yours isn't going in nice incrementals like that, depending on how far zoomed in and zoomed out you are, it'll do really big numbers. Or if I zoom in, it goes a lot smaller. Lot smaller increments. I want this to still say new body, and I'm going to click OK. So now I got kind of that traditional look of a house, kind of looks like a Monopoly house. You'll notice my sketch has disappeared. That's because over here in the browser, there's an eyeball, and it's slashed through, so it's currently invisible. So we're going to go ahead and hit that eyeball and bring it back so we can continue using that exact same sketch to do multiple things. So that's one of the easy things and nice things about Fusion. You can continue to use the same sketch without having to make copies of it. You'll also notice down here in the timeline, we have a new icon down here saying we've now extruded something. So if we needed to change how much we extruded or part of it, we could double click on it, make our changes, and it would update our model. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're also going to extrude and make our roof. So you notice we didn't select the roof line before. So we're going to go ahead and do an extrude. We're going to pick the 3 sections of our roof. In this case, most roofs have a little bit of an overhang to the front and they go past the back. So instead of doing one-sided, we're actually going to go ahead and do two-side. Our other option would be symmetric, and in that case, if we did symmetric, as we go a little bit out in front of the house, it's only the same distance behind it. So if we try to cover the whole house, it'd go really, really far. So instead, we're going to do two-sided. Again, we've got our text box where we can type, but in this case, I'm just going to click and drag, make it go over. So now we've got 7 inches on the front, we've got 1 inch on the back, but I don't want to do a join here. I'm actually going to do this one as a new body as well. And the reason why is going to be in the next step. I'm going to add color and materials to this. So I'm going to go ahead and do new body and click OK. So we're getting closer. We've kind of got the outline and the shape of our house. So I want to go ahead and modify how this looks before we get into the next step of extrude cuts to get rid of some of these parts. So we're going to go into modify. We're going to change the physical material. Right now, if we look over here in our pop-up menu, we've got an in this design section, and it's telling us if we hover over this ring that our house is made out of steel. Most houses aren't made out of steel. We're going to go ahead and change this to a wood. So here in the library, I'm going to type wood, and all the different wood options in Fusion appear. A lot of times I'll do cherry, but today we're going to go ahead and we're going to do pine. So I can just left click and hold, and I can either come and drop it on the model and turn it into pine, or I can change it on this in this design, and everything that is currently steel will change. So I'm just going to do the base of the house, turn that into pine, and then let's see, I don't know if they have asphalt. Let's see. Nope, of course not. We'll go with a rubber roof. And for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and left click and drag it and drop it on this ring up top. So now we've got a pine house with a black rubber roof. We'll go ahead and click close. Looking pretty decent. If I wanted to change the color or the appearance on anything, I can go into modify. And right below physical material, there's appearance. It's also the A button. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get rid of this steel. I'm just going to go ahead and drag one of them on top of it. So now it's gone. If I double click on the pine, we've got some options for scale, rotation, and roughness. It basically, if I change some of these numbers, it changes the scale of like the knots and stuff on the wood. The rotation does kind of the same thing, kind of spins them around a little bit. The roughness, not as visible from what I can see. Reflectance, kind of darker and lighter, so we'll just kind of put it there. The rubber, let's see what happens when I double click on that one. That one gives me my color options. So if I want to change the color of this roof, say we want to make it, I don't know. We'll give it something interesting. We'll go with the red roof. So first you left click and drag on this bar to get into kind of your overall color, and then you can pick kind of shades from here. So we'll go there, click done, click closed, and we're good there. All right, so we're about 80% of the way done with our extrudes for today. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut out these doors and these windows here in a second. But there is one more thing. So we have been doing creates. We're going to do a quick modify. So this third option here is shell. Houses typically aren't complete solid blocks. So we're going to go ahead and shell. We're going to click on body 1 from our menu over here, from the browser. shell type is a sharp shell. And if we leave the inside thickness as, say, 0.2 inches, and click OK. Now we've shelled the inside. You can't see it yet, but it'll become obvious here once I start cutting out these doors for the holes for the door and the window. So we're going to go back to Extrude. And just like before, it's going to ask us, what do we want to cut? So we're going to cut out our circles for our windows, the rectangle for our door, and even the arch for that spot above the door. In this case, we're going to go, we just made the thickness of our shell 0.2. We'll make sure that we go all the way through. We'll go 0.25. We want to make sure that this operation says cut instead of join or new body or intersect. And we're going to go ahead and click OK. Now when I zoom in and kind of rotate it around, you can see the inside of that box, or the inside of that house, it's now hollow. But wait, there's more. Windows and doors aren't just holes in there. So we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to add in an extrude on all of these to get us the actual parts. So we're going to extrude. We're going to pick our 3 windows because they're all going to be glass. And we're going to go 0.2 again. We want to make sure it's not a join but a new body. And click OK. And then we're also going to do another extrude on our door at 0.2. Make sure it's a new body. And click OK. All right, so now we're going to go through and we're going to change the material on our house. We're going to go to Modify, Physical Material. And we're going to change our door and our windows to be plastic. There we go. We're going to change the appearance on one of those. So if I right click on, in this design, on the glossy gray plastic I just added, if I right click, I can duplicate, then double click on it, and we're going to make it a different color. So we're going to make our door a green color. There's 2 options here in appearance. We didn't really cover this before, but you got bodies, components, and faces. So if I go ahead and drag it over, it's going to try and put it on everything. So we're just going to go ahead and do the face of the door. See if it'll take. Nope. So if I hover over here in my browser, see body 6 is highlighting as my door. So I'm going to go ahead and left click and drag and drop that on body 6. And there we go. Now our door is green. So now we've got our windows are as a glossy gray plastic. Our door is a green plastic. Our roof is red. We've got a pine, essentially, box for our house. One last thing we're going to do, so that way we've got space to make our stuff in the next video. We're going to go ahead and make our yard. So we're going to go ahead and sketch. We're actually going to flip around our whole house, and we're going to do it from the upside down. So I'm going to start a sketch on the bottom of our house. So I just left click on the bottom of our house. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Grab a rectangle tool. Just draw a big old rectangle around the house. And then I'm going to hit Finish Sketch. I'm going to hit the View Cube. I'm going to hit the Home. Now I just want to extrude this rectangle as a new body. And we're going to go down an inch. We're going to make sure that says New Body and not Join. And click OK. And then just like before, we're going to go Physical Material. We're going to make that a plastic. We're going to press A for appearance. And we're going to duplicate this glossy gray again. And we're going to make this a more dark green. Go done. Drop that kind of on there. It really went a little bit darker than I thought. There we go. Maybe right about there. Now it looks like grass, in my opinion. So now we've got a house sitting on grass. We're actually going to go ahead and we're going to hide this sketch. So that way all we see is our 3D house sitting on a block of grass. At this point, we are done for today. We're going to go ahead and hit save. So that way we are ready to go in the next video. All right, so let's think about where we started. We had a sketch that could move, that could break. Now we've got a fully defined, fully controlled 3D object. That's the difference between drawing and engineering. In the next episode, we're going to keep building on this and take it even further. More detail, more control, more realism. So click into the next video and let's keep building.